A few weeks ago, I did a tutorial on how to crochet with this cute little peacock ring, and you can use this ring for your yarn tension. So I had a few requests on people asking me if I could do a tutorial on how to knit with it. So disclaimer here, I'm not much of a knitter, I'm more of a crocheter. So I'm going to attempt to do a little knitting with this cute little peacock tension ring. I know some people knit holding the yarn on their right hand and some people knit with their left hand. So I'm going to try both. I'm going to do with my right hand first because being a crocheter, I hold my yarn in my right hand. So it just makes more sense to me. So I did a little practice knitting here, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's not perfect, but fairly consistent with my tension, considering I haven't knitted in years. So first, let me show you how to put this ring on. So this ring is adjustable. It can come out like this or in like this. Just it's like a metal and you move it around. And I like to use it on my index finger, and I don't push it all the way down. I like to keep it like right above my knuckle. That seems to be like a good spot to keep your yarn at, so it's not like awkward down here. And if it was up here, it'd just be like falling all over the place. So you want to make it so it's tight enough where it's not going to move around, but it's still a little bit loose, because you want your yarn to be a little loose so it will move through. So you take your yarn and you wrap it around the neck of the peacock like this. And then I usually have it like a little bit up so I can do that, so I can get underneath the head of the peacock. And then I just push it down just a little bit. And then I kind of test it out to see how it is. So this is a little bit tight on me. Just want to make sure it's not too tight where it's like stopping. So I might loosen this up just a bit and then try it out. So that seems to flow pretty good. So let's go with that. And I'm going to start with my knit stitch. And just bear with me, I'm a little bit awkward with knitting. So you can see as I go, the yarn just kind of flows through that ring. And it makes it nice so that way I don't have to try and hold it. Totally missed that stitch right there. And these rings come in gold, silver, and antique silver. And it's not real gold, it's gold-plated copper or silver. But they seem to hold their finish pretty good. I've used them in quite a few projects for crocheting, and they still seem to look brand new. So there's my knit stitch. Turned out pretty good. Then I'm going to flip it over to the purl stitch. So you get the idea here. It just kind of just flows through the ring. And that way you don't have to hold your yarn. And there's my purl stitch. So that's what it looks like. Turned out pretty good. This side too. So I feel like they're fairly consistent for me being somewhat of a non-knitter. I feel like if I was knitting on a normal basis, I would probably be able to go a little bit faster than I was going. I feel like this would make it a little bit easier to get those stitches down. So I did a little trial and error and figured out how to hold the yarn on my left hand with the tension ring. So let me show you how to put it on. You just put it on the same way as you would on your left hand, and you want it right above your knuckle there. And then you're just going to slip the yarn around the peacock's neck like you're going to strangle it or something. And then just make sure that it's a good amount of tension, not too much, not too little. So right now I'm back to my knit stitch. So I'm going to start that. And I use my finger to wrap that yarn around. Use my finger and wrap the yarn around. And I did notice that when I use it on my left hand, my tension is quite a bit tighter. So if you have a problem with loose tension, probably better to go using the ring with your right hand rather than your left. But if you tend to be too tight, then you probably want to use it on your left hand. And now we're ready for purl. Could tell I split my yarn right there. I just feel like it's a little bit more difficult on this side for me. And there we go. So if you're a knitter and you want to try this ring, I'll put a link in the description below. And also I did a tutorial on how to use these to crochet. So I'll link that below. So I hope the video was helpful for you. I know I'm not much of a knitter, but just wanted to demonstrate how this works with knitting. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.